Okay, this is a orientation video for the prolite profil RV. I'm going to do a walkthrough of the interior features of the RV. Okay, so there's a few windows here. There is a fire extinguisher that's provided. There is a large compartment for storage. Okay, I do provide a mat for the exterior of the RV. I do provide a dustpan for cleaning of the RV. There is a radio. It does have Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect your phone to this. To turn on the lights, that's the button there, and then you can adjust the brightness of these LED lights using that button there. Okay, there's a remote for the radio, flashlight, and this is a switch for the blue light for evenings. Okay, so this bed, of course, will turn into the dinette. Okay, now safety features, there is a smoke detector in the RV, and there's also a CO detector on the bottom there, so carbon monoxide detection. Okay. Now the RV does have a furnace, and this is the switch here. Basically, you just turn it on, and the furnace will fire up depending on the temperature of the RV. Okay, next is the fridge. Now this is a three-way fridge. To turn it on, press that button until that lights up, and by default it will default to the shore power, so if it's plugged into the campground. And to adjust the intensity, just press that button there. I usually keep it at 3, otherwise I find the food will freeze, so 3 is usually sufficient. Now to change it to the different modes, so you press that button there, you can switch to the battery, and that's not actually, that part of it is not used. So the second option is the propane. So if you turn it to the propane, it will, it'll try to look for propane, and you have to make sure, obviously, then your propane tank is turned on, right? And this will last for several days, running just on propane if there's no shore power. Okay, so so typically switch it to the shore power, and to turn it off, just press that button until it turns off. And when the vehicle is when the RV is being towed, the fridge should be turned off. Okay, so next is the several things here. So there is the two 6-volt batteries in the RV will power your devices. I do provide an inverter for you to plug into this sort of cigarette adapter, and you can charge your cell phones and laptops using that. This is the electrical panel. So similar to your house, RVs also have electrical panels. So if something goes off, you can come and check in here, and then switch it back on. There's some fuses there. So typically you don't need to go into here at all unless there's some issue. So the top button here is the pump, the water pump for the RV. So when your freshwater tank is filled and you're not hooked up to shore water or city water, you want to turn this guy on, and it'll pressurize the RV's plumbing using the freshwater tank. Okay, so when you are hooked up to city water, then you don't need to turn this on. Okay, the button on the bottom here is the hot water tank. So when your propane is turned on the outside, you turn that button on there. It will heat up your water for you. Now I find that this guy is really effective at maintaining the temperature of the water. So typically I've had it on at night and turned it off, and then in the morning I would still have hot water. So So this is it does keep the water quite hot, so you don't need to have this on all the time. So only when you need the hot water for showers and washing dishes. On the bottom here is the carbon monoxide detector. Okay, next is the cooktop. So when the propane is turned on, you will have the ability to cook inside. To light this, turn it to the light. The word there, turn it to the light setting. Use a lighter or a match. You can light it, and then you can then adjust the intensity of the heat. Now, typically, if there's no gas coming out, that means that your propane isn't turned on the outside. Okay, so you've got the kitchen sink there. So as you can see, there are two bunk beds here. Okay, top and bottom. The top one, it does turn into a storage area. Turns into a cabinet of sorts. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you. So there's a latch here that you can latch it on. Just to demonstrate how it works. So you latch that guy on, and then you got your you got a cabinet there, and then you got a bit more headroom for the downstairs bunk. Okay, so it just depends on your usage. Okay, so that's what it looks like when the cabinet is up. Okay, and obviously the mattress can be removed. I've put some shelving in here into this big cabinet. Typically I put my towels there, and clothing items would go in there. Okay, the fan. So this fan here, it's pulls a lot of air through the RV. So even if it's plus 30 outside, if you have this fan on, you'll stay very cool in here. Now it does have to be opened in order for it to operate. Okay, and this fan must be closed while the RV is in transit, or otherwise that RV door or that fan door will get ripped off from the speed of the vehicle in the wind. Okay, it does come with a microwave. The microwave dish, I stored in the compartment below, just because anything that can fall, and from my experience, it will fall. So the original dish actually did break because I left it up there. So anything while the RV is moving must be secured inside a cupboard. So I do put that in here, along with the inverter, some towels, dishwashing soap, hand washing soap, just a few supplies. There is a garbage there. I've got some collapsible baskets here that helps with the dishwashing, and collapsible buckets. A cutting board that's it's good for putting that on top of the a sink when you need some more counter space. I do have provide a heater for you as well. So when the RV is plugged into shore power, I prefer to use this guy because it's less noisy and it's very, very warm. I have extra toilet paper. So this is RV specific toilet paper, so only this type should go into the toilet because it decomposes more quickly. And of course I've got some scissors and some duct tape and another small cutting board for you. So next is the toilet and washroom. So as you can see, there is a full stand-up shower with a shower curtain. There's a fan in here. Okay. So this fan door can be left open while the vehicle is in transit because I do have a protector for it. So this guy, you can leave it open if you want to keep the RV, some circulation through the RV, and you can also keep that open during the rain. It won't leak. So this shower head does have a button that lets you kind of stop and start the water. So showering in an RV, you just want to make sure you're conserving water as much as you can. I find that the hot water, the well, basically the gray water tank will fill after 2 people use the shower, and needs to be emptied, or the valve has to be opened. So the toilet is very simple. Usually before somebody rents the RV, I will put one of those chemical in here, so you don't need to worry about that. So to operate it, just press that down, and it can be flushed. I do steam the toilet and the shower after every use, and I do provide a bath towel for my guests. Okay, so there's a light, and that's it for the RV. This is the escape. Basically, for safety, this is an escape door, so that this whole window can come out. If the RV was somehow to flip or something like that, this comes out, and it's an escape route in addition to the door. Okay, so that should be latched on like that. This is for the awning. So typically I store it underneath the upstairs bunk.